Yes, yes. Hmm? Yeah, okay, come on. I didn't go.
Why?
The weather, the wind was too much.
Did you rain or what?
Yeah, and I wasn't feeling well. I was coughing a lot that week too. Started to cough. Yeah. Cool.
So did you schedule with her?
I'm going to a museum this Friday.
Which one?
The art museum.
I just supposed to observe classes there?
Hmm.
They got classes for kids at the art museum?
Yeah.
Oh, good. What time do you have to be there?
It opens at 11.
And what time is the class?
It opens at 11. It's 11 too.
No,
But
did you have to observe somebody leading classes for this?
just the kids in general, kind of like the kids.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's a keyboard.
For what?
It's a keyboard.
For your computer?
It was supposed to be like a big one, but it was,
Just a keyboard for your computer?
yeah,
I've never seen one. Where'd you find it?
from the Timo app. It was supposed to be like a little portable keyboard, bigger one, but it was so small.
Did it work?
Yeah.
What are you working on?
Um, the future one.
The one that you're going to do on Friday?
Yeah.
What are you doing to it? What are you supposed to do?
Um, I'm so far supposed to still go make a lesson plan ish at the end for it. So yeah,
You're supposed to create a lesson plan
yeah,
based on what
the
you
fu-
observe?
the future.
Okay, and is there going to be any activities at the Art Institute for Friday?
There's to be arts and crafts.
They're going to do arts and crafts.
Yeah.
What time is the arts and crafts?
The whole thing as a general, it's 11 to 3. So like there might when they're open, they're not really have anything yet, but like
Here,
when everybody comes.
are you going with somebody else?
I'm going by myself.
I'm sorry you missed that at the Field Museum. They were doing Valentine stuff. Friday, they have an art exchange. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
the art exchange? Okay.
It's free on Friday, so I'm going to.
I wonder if it's led by anybody. In this multimedia making it will create medallion collages using gems, fabric. Your medallion can be worn, traded. Good. Okay. What else do you have you working on?
Mm, I have the journals. It's also like a lesson plan thing. I need to do those.
Do you need a hand on any of this, or what are we doing?
Mm, maybe with the journal thing, I can hear you.
The journal, then what is it supposed to be?
The lesson
Your
plan.
experience? Really cool.
Yeah.
You've been on the bus for all of it?
Um, 2 days.
Did you come in?
No, actually, one day.
One day?
Yesterday.
Today
Yes. Yeah, yesterday only.
you on the bus today?
No,
Good. How are you getting home?
my mom come pick me up.
Good job. That's nice of your mom. Can't get into the other thing.
Your phone.
No, it wants me to do a duo thing.
It's the green app for your
Yeah.
workday one.
Work-
Because of the scam emails.
What's happening? You're going around in a circle again. Is there anything else you're gonna look at the Art Institute when you're there?
Hmm. The other exhibit.
They have, um, you know what?
Yeah, I've been with my brothers and my mom.
I like it. But there's a, it's come into the area where the Oriental art is, they have woodblock prints. You go down to the back of that picture. There's a sculpture room where it's dark inside, and you go in and you just sit there. They have benches that you can sit and observe everything in quiet. It's really good. Okay, I've got three things for me. You need access to this.
No, which one?
To your the first one that you said the digital journal.
You need.
You shared it on Drive.
I think you. Wait, we don't have
Here
that.
it is. I got it. It's got digital journal. I got Lindsay Belgium.
That those little things is those little black things. The black thing is what?
It's supposed to be your journal.
These little black part. This part, and then this. These are the
Have you put anything in it yet?
kindergarten, and then that these two.
Okay, what are you supposed to do with this?
This is look at the lesson plan.
This is your lesson plan
Yeah,
that you're supposed to create? Okay. Have you put anything in yet?
those three.
This,
These two sentences in the word kindergarten.
are you on the first one that's green? Where you at? Okay,
Yeah, I'm in there. Yeah,
you're in there.
yeah.
Okay, and are you answering the questions on it? What are you doing? Kindergarten desire. What do you want the students to know at the end of the lesson?
I said that I want them to tell me the different parts and stages of plants.
What stages mean when it comes to plants? What
The
does it mean?
growing,
Like what, seeds or?
the seed, and then the sprout, and then the flower. Those are
Oh, okay.
the
Students will be able to point and label to the different parts of the plants. Okay, standard alignment. What standards from NDSS, Common Core, and Illinois Early Learning align with this desired result? What does that mean?
those are the standards for the what I want.
Okay, so what standards are you applying to this work study?
Mm, the Common Core. Was using.
What does that mean? Common Core and is it learning standard?
Yeah, these are the standards. Yes,
Okay, what those four NDSS,
those
Common
are the
Core,
other standards.
Illinois standard. Which one aligns with understanding about plants? Was that what was in that? What is there?
Yeah,
You know? NGSS is science, next generation science. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So this would fall into the science standard, wouldn't it?
I chose the Common Core
Okay,
one.
why? What does Common Core mean? Common Core state standards, is, is, is that the same? It says, from AI, it says, it's a set of academic standards for English, letter, arts, and mathematics. Is that the same? What do you know Common Core means?
Mm, I searched Common Core Science Kindergarten, but it is the so-called the NGS standard.
Well, the MGSS is for science.
Yeah,
What
that's the one I'm using.
okay, that's what I would think you would because you're gonna learn something science about the plant.
Yeah.
So that's what you're choosing is the MGSS standard.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
So
one of those little. It's in that little
it's not
preview.
Common Core.
Yeah.
So what does it say for kindergarten for MGSS? Just put in Mr. Google. In kindergarten, performance expected students are expected to demonstrate grade appropriate. Do you see this as a PDF?
Yeah. That's 7 pages.
Yes. Can you pull that up? Can you access it?
That's 7 pages.
Just open it. See what it's not going to be 7 pages on kindergarten. Kindergarten's probably only going to be 1 page. What does,
There's 6 pages of different little
okay.
standards.
How will students demonstrate the learning? Formative and summative. Summative, yeah, summarizing it. Okay. What does it say? Okay. Tomorrow should be dropped. Here, take my last one, because it goes on for a couple pages with one paragraph. Well, there's more pages for the.
The other ones are the different grades.
No, they're not. Okay, where did you get that? Here. Okay. The performance expectations help students formulate answers to questions such as what happens if you push or pull an object harder. So you would ask about your science questions. Motion and stability. Okay. You know, if you change it to push and pull, you've got the whole answer right here. You're in kindergarten. That's K2, right?
No, K2 is kindergarten, first grade, second grade.
That's the group of people that you're working with.
And that's 3 grade level. That's,
Do you want to know performance expectations? How will the students demonstrate learning? Could it be as simple as they're able to point to a plant that's in seeds in the dirt versus a plant that's got new leaves on it? Versus, if it grows a flower,
Oh,
how will the students demonstrate that they learned what you said that they were going to learn?
I think when I was thinking that they were gonna have their own little seed,
Yes.
and then they throw it by the window or somewhere,
Okay.
or like in a little cup.
Okay. So you need to put you're going to do NGSS. What standards are you going to use? NGSS, and then what does formulative and summative mean in regard to lesson planning?
The type of testing.
Okay. So how are you going to test the students? You're going to give them seeds, but what do you expect them to learn from it?
Hmm. This is what I'm giving them to test them. How they know the things.
How they're going to know the difference? What differences? What do you want to know?
Mm,
Wondering if something else might be easier for you to do as assignment for them.
or I could just change the thing
The
that
topics.
is the whole.
The the thing that I don't know how I got there.
Hmm?
I don't know how I got this PDF to come down, but this is about, motion and stability, teaching kids how to know how to push things and pull things to understand what motion is about. Well, okay, it talks about, see the red stuff in red on it? Can you see it okay there? It talks about how to, what the students could do to understand the difference, between the terms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing what you could make into a study thing, to teach them about science, about growing things. I think this is, I don't know if you can steal it or not, but see how it says, like this is what I want the student to learn.
The thing in black I can take.
The thing in black you can take. Okay. Students can demonstrate understanding. They can plan and conduct investigations, compare the effects of different strengths and directions of pushing and pulling objects. Is that something you can take and use? Oh, there's the voice there. Oh, look at that.
Why is it, what is the weather like today? How is it? Yes. Disregard performance expectations. Yes, 2. Yes, 3. LS1. Yes, S2. Yes, S3. Yes, 1 disciplinary 4 and R3. Our expected develop understanding patterns, variation, local weather, and recovery weather forecast, therefore, and respond to severe weather. Students are able to apply an understanding to set different trends with different directions, pushes, and pull from the motion of objects, analyze and decide. Are also expected to develop understanding of what plants and animals survive the relationship examples where there the cross-cutting concept has cause effect in science, engineering, and technology, and influence of engineering, technology, and science of society and the natural world are called out look like concepts, very foreign, regarding performance expectations, are expected to demonstrate great appropriate questions, developing, drawing, planning, carrying out steps, analyzing, concepts, science, art, and value, communicating are expected to demonstrate understanding for September 2007 conference incorporated.
Okay,
All right.
so given that information, what do you think you could do? What do you think would be a good learning idea that you can find?
In the so-called example, my professor just copied the standards over,
Okay,
and that was it.
that was her example.
Yeah. The standard part, just the standard.
What do you want students to learn? It's a good one. It's a good. So what would you want the students to learn?
I think it was so-called, it's gonna double check what this can be any kind of idea of a lesson plan.
What do you want them to learn? This is the example of all of it right here.
Mm-hmm.
So this website, you can choose things on. This is from the NGSS site. Like, here's an example statement. Example of patterns could allude that animals need to take in food, but plants do not. The different kind of food needed by different kind of animals, and the requirement of plants to have light and water to keep them growing. Would that be something that you want to touch on as
I think,
something to learn for your students?
I think that would be the standard.
That
Is that the standard?
this is one of, this is an observation about how to create. It's number 2. It's about how to create a learning statement. We could teach the students how to know the difference between plants and animals. And that's what it's explaining. Animals have to eat food, and plants have to eat food too, but plant food is water and air, and animal food is similar to people food.
Yeah.
Would that be something that you want to teach to the crowd, to
Mm-hmm.
your students? And that could be an NGSS one, because that's about practical science. And you're applying practical science information. You can show them plants that have been growing and they get new leaves. You know, the different, you know, a new plant versus, you know, one that already has leaves because it got water and light. And you can talk to the kids about what do animals need to eat? They need to eat food similar to a person.
Mm-hmm.
And a difference between plants and animals. Animals can eat plants, but plants cannot eat animals. It's an idea, Mandy. I don't know. I think you get either that or you got to come up with what are you trying for them to learn from growing plants? And it would seem like it's going to take a lot of time to grow plants, to have that learning, to have that your 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 lesson plan. That something simpler, a simpler concept might be easier to do for your assignment in your digital journal.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I can see where that could be. You know, the statement is everybody has to eat. What do plants eat? They eat water and sunlight. What do animals eat? They eat food, and sometimes they would eat a plant thinking it's food. But a plant does not eat an animal
Mm-hmm.
unless you're a Venus flytrap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Which other ones do you think? What do you think? Not sure I understand what the formulative and summative, what that means. Do you know what it means?
Those kind of tests.
It's a test. Formative assessment is a process of evaluating students' knowledge as they learn. Unlike summative, which provide a final evaluation at the end of the learning phase, formative assessments continuously accompany the learning process. It involves quick fire questions and exercises to monitor learner progress during the course. So I think the key to that is to figure out something that you can actually teach. I don't think, I don't know, but I don't think you get very much with teaching them about plants that you can ask these kind of questions for.
Mm.
What do you think?
Um, I was like thinking maybe change the whole topic of that.
Okay, what topic do you think you would want to teach your class?
Maybe they read a book to them and then they do like a arts and craft connected with counting how many stuff they learned.
With math to have them count?
Yeah.
What would you be teaching them?
Uh, they learn uh one of the numbers like 1 to 20, one of those numbers. And then they uh being read a book and they learn how to count from 1 to that number.
You reading the book?
Or something with about that.
And what would you do? You would ask them what page they are in the book, or like page numbers? Is that what you're thinking?
Um,
The formulative questions, you're checking their knowledge of something as you go along. So you're asking them questions like as you go along, what do you think about this? What do you know about that? Do you have a story about this? Have you had an experience about that? And then your summative is your final testing, like how many do you know, I don't know, in what you just explained, you'd be asking, like, on page 6, how many animals were there? What kind of animals were there? Because you would test it. Is there something else that might be much tighter as something that you can make summative and formative questions to address in a lesson plan?
mm,
Boy, this is a challenge.
that's why it's supposed to be short, but it's like,
It's really, you gotta think it out. So what else could you teach students? There's lots, that, there were things on that page. Go back to, where did I get this? There's a page. I got this under the NGSS standard. Search the standards. This is where I got this, NGSS standards. And then you fill in the information here. See those blue boxes?
mhm.
I put in grade is K into K2. It's a toggle. See? Right?
Mhm.
The practice is, are you planning to carrying out investigations? Are you going to ask questions and define a problem? Are you going to use mathematics and computation thinking? Are you going to analyze and interpret information? What do you want the students to do?
Mm.
How about asking questions and defining problems? Okay. I'm just giving an example. Let's go see what else it tells us. Discipline and core. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Well, that's how they have for kindergarten. They talked about energy. Any more ideas what you think they should learn? What if they learn their colors?
I need to, if there's lesson plans on their colors, I need to find the little place.
Well, how to teach color? Okay. Here's some tips how to teach color to kids in kindergarten. Is
Okay.
this something that you can make into a lesson plan?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Well, what would you call it out as your learning statement?
Mm, They'll be able to name the colors.
Okay, that's your summative. Your summative statement is that you're going to test them to have them identify the colors. Your formative is going to be you're going to ask them, what color is this? Green or red? And then they would answer whether it was green or red. So you can get those two statements out of there easily enough. Okay. So if we do not test the kids before you're done with your teaching. Okay. So stick to your formulative, your statement for your digital. Where's your digital? thing again. What's the first statement that you're supposed to fill in your digital journal?
Mm.
What are you typing? What did you type?
Student will be able to name the colors in the rainbow.
Okay, great. Okay. And this is an example of what? NGSS. It's scientific.
Yeah, I need to find the stand.
Okay, you just put it in there, NGSS, because that's what it's, you were learning practical matter. And that's what the science is about for NGSS. Do it, you are learning a practical scientific piece of information. Your summative or your formative evaluation is you're going to keep questioning, you're going to show up the card, you're going to give the card to the student, and you're going to test whether or not they're thinking it's a red or a green card. So you're going to ask the students while you're teaching after you teach the initial lesson of all the colors, because according to this, it says, do not start questioning the students till after you finish your lesson plan of sharing with them what the colors are. Then you can hold up different cards and say, is this blue or is this yellow? And go back to your original learning of saying, okay, this is what yellow looks like. This is what blue looks like. This is what red looks like.
Mm.
And then for your summative or for your formative, then you could do a handout to them that's a colored sheet of paper, and they have to identify, you call out what color, show me what color is red, show me what color is yellow. Put an X next to it so that you know which one is which. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can get this done now for your digital. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You still figuring it out? What you got? Got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, let me hear you. Hi. So read to me, what did you put in?
I can find it.
Huh?
I can find it.
What did you put in? What's your lesson plan? Are you gonna do color?
Yeah,
You didn't find what?
the standard for it, so we're just gonna have a go class.
Okay. So where are you gonna find the standard?
I need to search for it.
Huh?
I need to search for the standard.
For what, learning how to teach colors?
I guess
You think there's a standard out there on it?
I think so.
That's class.
In 2 minutes.
Get out of here. Hurry up. Can't be late. Can I help pick you up?
Okay.
What building is it
No, two putting over.
in? In the science building?
In the, I go through the student union and the other building.
The Wick Lensa building?
Yeah, the OW is Twitter. And it's on the first one.
Oh, man, girl. You better fly. You put your cables in here with this? You put this in here? Okay. I'll get all this other stuff. Did anything? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go talk to Jim. Finish your math homework?
No,
And did he help?
no.
Okay. Can't help you
Okay.
then. It's something done on it?
It did. How's that? Nice to put it in. But very good. Kind of. Okay. I was staring at- I was there for an hour and a half. I'm only supposed to be with you for an hour. Yeah, I spent almost 2 hours with him.
Yes, you- Would he help
A little bit here and there, but
if you did something done to him?
I got it done. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't really have a lot. I think it's only just kind of. That's all. A lot of- Yeah, you're good. We can chit chat.
Do what you need to do.
I'm just gonna wait. Oh, windows. I love it. Oh, HP. Yeah, it's my favorite. Because it turns into an iPad and it's touchscreen.
Oh.
Sorry, go on. Yeah, it's got finger. I didn't even know when I bought it, but I found out that it's the Beam.
You do good, okay?
Yeah.